I'd like to do today is share some slides with you and talk about our company. I guess I have some time to do that.
You've got 5 minutes, Isabel, 5 minutes, okay?
Fabulous, right, great, I'm going to start. So AnyWaste is the company, and we're using technology basically to streamline the industry. So what is the problem that we have? So we have a major global waste problem. Waste is growing exponentially in the world. At the moment, we currently have a 2 billion annual problem of waste, which is growing to about 3.8 billion in the next 20 years or so. We have a climate emergency as well. I don't know if you knew this, but 5% of all climate emissions come from moving waste around the world. One of the issues in the waste industry is also that governments haven't focused on it. They've been focusing on green energy, but no one's really done a joined up approach about how do we deal with waste. The industry itself is fragmented, it's opaque, it's inefficient, it's still very much paper-based. And one of the other key issues is that it is very much linked to organised crime, and it has a very bad perception. So that's all the issues. Specifically in the UK, and I'm going to focus on this at the moment, is we have a £9 billion waste issue. There's a statistic I found here, about 65% of waste transport companies are operating illegally. Lots of fly tipping, which you may have seen in the news in the UK. It's massive cost to clean up in the local authorities. Compliance is becoming more onerous, and more companies are being fined for using illegal waste companies to dispose of their waste. So it is becoming a massive issue. So what's the solution? We at AnyWaste, we've created a digital waste management platform, essentially, that is going to connect all the players in the waste industry. So we're all waste producers. We're going to start with B2B, and we'll move to B2C in different phases. So what we're going to provide is a complete waste management solution, if you like, creating transparency, creating tracking, and providing a market trading place so we can create ability to trade waste, if you like, and ultimately to transform the industry. That's our ambition. So how are we going to do that? We've got waste. This is a little diagram of how we're going to do that. We've got waste producers, the waste carriers, the recyclers, and the marketplace. So essentially, the waste producers are going to they're going to go on the platform. They're going to say, I've got this amount of waste, and they're going to be able to connect with recyclers who'll be able to quote for their waste they want to pick up. The waste carrier will then go and pick it up. We'll use a tracking system, a bit like Uber, where you can see where your Uber is, where's the person going to come to pick up my waste. We're then going to be able to, the recycler then can put up the materials they want to sell on the marketplace. That then can be transferred back into the producers, then can go and buy the waste on the marketplace. So that's the concept, if you like. The benefits are essentially to save time and money, certainly for producers and for waste recyclers. This is a complete online system, only licensed carriers and recyclers. So it will get rid of that issue of, am I using a licensed carrier or not? Am I going to get fined? No, if you use this platform, we've got an API that will connect with the EA. Digital duty of care, which is from 2024, every single producer and recycler has to have digital duty of care. It's a bit like digital tax. This is coming in. There isn't a complete system right now. The EA are going to bring something in, but it won't have all these other features. We've got tracking. We've got a tracking system that we're going to be using. Digital reporting to the EA. We've got a marketplace I've talked about. One of the key things is also collecting data. We'll be able to collect data of where waste is going. We'll then be able to trade it, and then we'll be able to create the opportunity for people to use that data to make investment decisions. Where do we want to build recycling facilities in the future? So lots of different benefits in the system. In terms of competition, there are partial solutions, but nothing complete at this point in time. It's very regionalized and local. We want to create a global system. Whilst there are larger firms that are doing that, we can integrate them into our platform by white labeling what we're doing, and none of them have the complete system that we're offering. I'll skip over that slide. We're looking to raise £500,000. Basically, that's for web development. We've done 2/3 of the web development right now. We're looking to do some marketing with using an affiliate program, using waste consultants and other organizations that are in the waste industry to help sell this idea. Project Rollout, we're looking to launch the platform, the first MVP in the next 3 months. Then we're going to launch the marketplace as well, build traction, then go into the UK, and then go into the US. And these are some other applications that we can use once we've got the platform up and running. And that's our vision, is to basically disrupt and streamline the global waste industry, fight waste crime, encourage more recycling technologies, and just make waste something important. So sorry, that was very quick. But there we go. That's our team. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Thank you, Isabel. Wonderful, and only just a little bit over time, so that's brilliant. Could I ask you to stop sharing the screen, and we'll go to Ed for the first question.
Yeah.
Ed, what do you make of this one? What questions have you got?
Hi, Isabel. Thanks very much for that presentation, and it was really interesting. And I like anything where when you start talking about agencies and obligations that may be coming from legislation and so forth. I think that those are always good signs. What I'd be interested is how you're going to get everyone to buy into this. And I mean, have you had feedback from the sector that this is something that they're keen on? Has there been any sort of market research? And how are you going to start selling this, really?
So the key thing, the founder of this company, Damien Lampkin, has been in the recycling industry for 20 plus years. So this was born out of him actually working in the industry and going, this is so disjointed. It's all paper-based. We need to create a platform here. So it is driven out of that demand, if you like. The team, again, the CTO is actually in the waste industry, and he runs one of the largest recycling companies, and keeps saying to us, we have to get this up and running because I'm spending hours and hours, days trying to match up the paperwork. With this platform, it'll be a touch of a button. All the duty of care will be on the platform, so it will mitigate having to do that with his staff. Actually, it will just be press of a button. All the digital paperwork will be there. Where was the waste coming into? Who were the clients? Where was it going? So there is a demand already out there. To answer how we're going to, we have a relationship with a recycling company, battery recycling company, which I'm also a director of. They're testing it at this point in time, and for them, again, and there are some features that don't work. So I caveat that it's not ready to launch to the market yet. They're already seeing the benefit of this, again, tracking where the waste is coming in from. There are loads of additional features that we, again, in the industry, we know are required, way bridging and other things that Damien, if he was on the call, would be able to tell you from a technical point of view. So it's driven out of that. It's not just an idea that we've come up with. It's come from the industry really needing this. And as I said in the presentation, the EA are coming up with the legislation is that it will all have to go digital by 2024. So this is something that everyone will have to go onto a digital platform in time. The EA, being a public sector, have tried this before and failed. And we have all these other additional features. So we're looking to be more encompassing, if you like, not just the digital duty of care, but all the other aspects that I've touched on.
Great.
Thank you, Isabel. Thanks, Ed. Do you need to take some water, Isabel, before we go to the next question from Kerry?
Hi, Kerry.
Hi, Isabel. Thank you for that. It's great. Really good idea. I'm interested in your kind of pricing model and how you're going to be making the money with this.
Yeah, great. Actually, I did skip over that slide. There are three basically ways we're going to make money. The first way is through subscriptions, and the way that we're doing that is we're charging £25 up to £300 a month for recyclers to come on the system. Bearing in mind that I've mentioned our CTO, it takes about two guys, three or 4 days to do all the paperwork on a quarterly basis. And they would be charged £300. So there's an immediate cost saving on that. On a person. Yes, I will. Sorry. So that's one revenue stream. The main revenue stream for us is going to come from basically compliance and evidence trading. And what that means is, because we'll know where waste is going, where it's coming from, one of the key aspects that producers have to do is they have to basically buy evidence that they've managed to, if you're making something, that you've recycled a certain amount. So there's a whole mechanism, which is, again, Damien's background, for buying and selling evidence. And up until this point, nobody really knows where the waste is going. You might know where your waste is going. We're going to be, we will have all that data, so we'll be able to intercept that, if you like, and be able to go to the waste producers and say, look, actually, we've noticed you're selling that over there. We can give you the paperwork for the compliance offset for that, if you like. We already have a contract already with a company the other battery recycling, to do that already with them, which is worth 1.4 million over the next 5 years. So that's already in place, again, because we've already been doing it. So that's the second revenue stream. And the third revenue stream is from the marketplace, which is where it will be a basic eBay model, whereby we'll just take a small percentage, whether that's 1% or £10 transaction, we don't know, but it will be on that basis. And in terms of that, the revenue split, it will be about 2/3 from the compliance trading, and 1/3 the rest, I suppose. And ultimately, we'd really like to be able to offer this for free, because the data will be so useful for us in making money in other ways.
Okay, thank you for that. Now we're just going to try and leverage in one short and sweet question from Rachel to close this one out, and then we'll move over to Nick for his presentation. I'm doing awful on timekeeping today. I'm so sorry, everybody. Rachel, what have you got?
I guess, obviously, you say it's a subscription model. If you had to pick your sort of top 3 ideal subscribers that you'd love to get on board, who are they?
They would be big recycling companies, essentially, who want to use our platform. And we're going to offer an enterprise. So £300 is our top subscription at this point in time. The reason, so recyclers, if they come on the platform, they'll want all their customers. And I might say for the producers, it's completely free to be on here. So we're hoping the intention is it'll be organic growth. The recyclers will benefit because they're going to make all the cost savings. The producers are going to benefit because all their duty of care paperwork is all being taken care of. They can see when their deliveries are being picked up. There's a quoting system on there, so they could actually potentially use other recyclers if they wanted to. Obviously, we need to sort of make sure that we don't annoy the recyclers on there, but it's a potential way of carriers getting all the business. So anyway, yeah.
Understood. Thank you.